Do you have back pain? Maybe sacroiliac joint pain? If you do, I'm Darcy, this is Jace. We're co-owners of MMT, and today we're going to uncover how us as body workers, well, I'll be treating actually, Jace, you'll just be the receiver.
Awesome.
How we treat that area in particular. So let's have a look at our muscular chart here, Leo. I'm going to show you the layers in which our thoracolumbar covers the skeleton and how that, if it's dehydrated, tight, can be playing a role on how you feel in that lower back area and also how you're functioning in that sacroiliac joint. So yes, we can see the glutes, we can see the lumbar spine, we can see the erectors all the way through here. What you can't see is the skeleton because of the thoracolumbar fascia and the density of that tissue. When we uncover that and peel back those layers, we come over to our skeleton. And this is where I'm going to be focusing on today, getting my elbow, my thumbs, and my pisiform into this area here. So this is a joint, right? It needs to mobilize, it needs to flex, it needs to tilt forward, it needs to tilt back, it needs to shift internally, externally, rotate. When we get rigid and stuck in here, we can have stress and irritation, causing pain to shoot out into the glutes, down the hamstrings, or up into the lower back. So we're gonna be focusing on these little foramens here where the nerves are getting compressed and angry, and also into this L5, S1, all the way down to our S5. So on the body, Jace, what I'm gonna do, get your shorts off,
all
please,
right,
brother.
Fast forward.
Fast forward.
Oh, that was the quickest.
So essentially, I'm gonna show you how I treat heaps of clients.
How many, Dars?
Oh, I don't know.
10,000?
I've treated over 10,000 clients, and a lot of them are lower back. Majority of the people I'm treating are lower back, and this area in particular. So what I do is I grab my Myowax. I'm going to show you exactly the routine that I go through. So people getting pain, discomfort here. I had a guy who plays AFL just this week, and he has SI joint stress pain, and essentially he's overworking, he's doing a lot of sprinting, and essentially what's happened is he's getting irritation in that nerve because of how compressed and dehydrated that tissue is. So what he needed was some body work to melt away the adhesions, to soften what's become really solid, and to essentially create flow in an area where it's stagnant. So Jace, what I'm doing here is I'm just using my pisiform to connect in to that sacro joint. So I'm not moving a whole lot just yet. I'm just pinning and holding there with weight until his tissue gets a nice response and allows me to really connect into that area.
Oh,
if I come in there too firm, too hard, Jason's gonna be put under more stress, and essentially his body will react and it won't want me to get in there. So this is more about just letting Jace know this is the pressure and allowing him to trust me as a practitioner. It's really important. I'm also starting to do some joint mobilizations. The joint can become quite rigid, and we want it to be able to have some movement. As I said, it needs to tilt forward, back, rotate, shift internally, externally. When the pelvis becomes really stuck because of how tight our tissues around this area is, then we start to have to compensate in our hips or our upper back, and then we're getting problems up or down the chain. All right, so it doesn't look like much. But now I'm going to start working through that ilium and the glutes. Overactive glutes, overactive lumbar spine muscles can all contribute to irritation here. So you can see where I am there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you straight with my thumb. So essentially there, if you're over here, where I am is I'm coming in deep. Obviously I can't get this deep yet, but I sink in, and until I'm touching that sacrum and releasing the tissues that are compressing those nerves. And I'm cleaning along here and finding any debris. I come right in close to this here, the spine of the sacrum, and sort of create blood flow. So spine of the sacrum is right in that middle point if you want to play along over there. And I'm coming off that. Jason's is actually thicker than that skeleton, so I reckon that skeleton must be a female.
Thick sacrum, how good is that?
Thick sacrum. He's got a thick sacrum, this bloke. So I'm making sure I'm right up against that shelf there. I'm pushing back into it, and then I'm coming out and across. So yes, you can have lower back issues, L4, L5, S1, disc pain, but sometimes it's actually coming from from your sacrum. The nerves can cause just as much irritation through here just as much as the lower back can. So if you're continuously getting treatment in your lower back and you're not being thorough and having a go at your sacroiliac joint, or even just this thoracolumbar fascia that covers this area, then you're not being thorough enough. You need to actually dedicate some time to this area and unravel what's been really overlooked, I guess. So don't overlook it. Here at MMT, we make sure that we're being as thorough as we can, and we're making sure that our clients are getting the absolute world-class therapy. And that comes down to being focused in where the pain is and putting focus and time and effort into that area. All right, so I'm pinning that. How's that feel on your end, Jay?
That's feeling good, yeah.
Feels good.
Therapeutic, like connected to the bone. Like
Yep.
some people that might not have had this area treated might be thinking like, oh, but that's just straight on the bone. But as you explained, there's so many layers of tissue and fascia that cover it. So it actually doesn't feel super bony,
Yep.
but it feels like a good, productive pain. Like, oh, that's actually something that I've needed treated for a long time. So especially if you've had your glutes worked and all the muscles around it, then yeah, you'll just know when it gets, as soon as Darcy sinks in with his palm or forearm or whatever, that connection just straight away, you're like, oh, that's what I need. That's the area that's needed the pressure. So yeah, it's a good sensation to receive.
Thanks, Jace.
It's like you've treated thousands of people, Darcy.
It's like I've done this before.
Yeah. Not your first rodeo.
As much as we are, creating content for you guys, and we do put a lot of effort and energy into it too. Yes, educational purposes. We want you guys to learn. We want to showcase what we do, all parts of the world, and the reach of YouTube is absolutely unbelievable. But we actually are just body workers. I had a client before at 9 o'clock, and I've got a client after at 11. And they're coming in with real life presentations. If that's sacroiliac joint pain, lower back pain, knee, hip, shoulder, whatever it is. So we're always learning and working with real life clients that they want that fixed, they want to be healed. And we're lucky enough to have a really effective method and principle that we stick to that's effective and gets results. So I'm working along that SI joint with my palm there. Now I'm going to use my elbow. So there you can see there, I'm going to go connect in. And then what I'm going to do is go really slow, because Jace does have some reactive glutes sometimes, pushing into them. You can tense up and tighten up. So I don't want to force anything here. I want it to be as therapeutic as it can be.
Oof, oof, oof. Oh, there's a spot.
But yeah, you'll find a lot of active people playing footy, basketball, might be tennis, cricket, whatever it might be, really active in their glutes, might just be in the gym, can be pulling on that joint, causing some friction-like pain, and that there it could be enough to put pressure on these nerves running through the sacrum. So I'm just working in between those nerves and creating little channels. Coming all the way down. It's a nice spot there. You can have pain in this sacroiliac joint from trauma, from impact. You might be playing sport, somebody knees you from rugby or footy, basketball. Might have fallen and slipped and landed on your coccyx. Sometimes there's trauma that's so deeply stuck in this area that it's from a car crash, it's from falling off their bike, it's from ice skating and slipping 10, 15, 20 years ago. And people, when you start to get in this area, they didn't even realize, and you start treating this and it brings back that memory. Yeah? Muscle memory, just like in the gym and you're training and you haven't done squats in 12 months and all of a sudden you're getting back into it and your body just remembers. So does our fascia, so does our tissues. It stores these memories, these emotions. So working in here can be a really nice release, both physically and emotionally. storing trauma, no matter what, can be really debilitating, and releasing that the far outweighs all of maybe the discomfort that you might feel while pushing through this treatment, because it's not super comfortable, but it's worth it. So yeah, I'm sort of sinking in, pushing right up. Come have a look at this angle there, and you can have a better view of where I am here. Sorry, Jason.
They might have a good view.
Ass cheek out there, but I'm pushing up into that there, and I've just got a really good connection. Sorry guys, we go where the sun doesn't
shine.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. You might get a tan the way it's
fully
shining now.
All right, I'm going to continue on this side, swapping the elbow. So my direction of that stroke was up. Now we're coming out, making sure every stroke counts. Once I get through the layers, which there are, there's the skin, there's the fascia, there's a casing, there's the tissues, there's the nerves, there's the ligaments. Once we get connected to that depth, as I showed you on the skeleton, we can actually then start to move, then start our stroke. And it's super slow, connected. And thought out. I'm putting effort into this. Beautiful. But I'm not creating trauma on the way. It's an art, bodywork. And it's something that I love doing. And if this is something that resonates with you and you want to become the go-to practitioner, an amazing bodyworker, we do have a course. We can do a couple of different avenues. You can get online and learn it from the environment from being at home or at work, or you can come in and learn it one-on-one. Both amazing different journeys, but yeah, if you want to be that go-to practitioner, you want to upskill, you want to have access to two amazing coaches, get down below and click the link, and essentially, yes, we'll book a call and have a chat, and you can get you involved. So what I'm doing here is I'm now coming into the bowl of the ilium. So I've come off the sacrum, but we're close to the SI joint, which is right there, okay? So yes, we're no longer working into the spine of the sacrum. We're coming out into the glute, but just pinning that glute has a really nice, really nice feel when it does let go and everything feels more relaxed through there, sinking out. So I'm going to come back here, sacrum, ilium, right there. A lot of times this is the hot spot. That's where people are feeling their pain or this discomfort. There we go. Pin, change angles. Feel for where the hard spot is. Feel for where the reaction from your client is. So you're really making sure you're present. Yep. Not off looking at the birds flying out the window with this work. It needs to be you need to be in sync, in tune. Good. And then what I'm going to do is just follow that ilium out and around. So Jason's got a nice little roadblock there, speed bump. Not a lot of wax, no oil. I'm not polishing his skin. I'm doing proper deep body work.
Oh, that's a good one.
I reckon, yeah. There's a lot of people that think they're doing deep tissue work and they're fooling themselves. They're fooling everybody. Even, you book in, you pay extra for the deep tissue. How deep is it? And it's not about just being deep for the sake of being deep or firm or hard for the sake of being firm. As I said, there's an art to it. And upskilling and applying and doing our course really is so valuable. It's a good spot there.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you one other thing I didn't do, and I'll show you it on the other side just to balance Jace out. I've done a lot of work around the sacrum. I didn't really connect in with the lower back. So what I like to do is, this is more our typical lower back, but sinking in like that and learning that you need which angle and which direction to apply your pressure changes everything. Changes the way Jason perceives the pain, changes the direction of the tissue you're encouraging it in. And I'm going to slide out and give this lower back a little bit of a fine tuning.
Oh, great.
Great.
Oh. Oh.
Give that another go. I'm going to come up a little bit higher. Hope you guys are enjoying just watching.
Oh, I'm enjoying receiving
Jace
it.
is enjoying it.
Hopefully my moaning and groaning hasn't taken you talking, Darcy.
No, all good. Moan and groan away. Beautiful. And sinking out there. Now obviously we're looking at the sacroiliac joint. We're going to do both sides, but for the sake of this video, that's it for us today. If you do love what we do, make sure you do like and subscribe. As I said about the courses before, if you're interested, click the link below, book a call, and yeah, join the MMT band. All right guys, thanks for watching. See ya.
Oh.